Hey, thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the Starlink Mini setup and how I'm running 100 watt USB-C power to it. So about a year ago I purchased the Starlink Mini unit. I think it was about 450 bucks on sale at Home Depot. Now it goes for $199 on Starlink's website. I've got a Sherpa roof rack here, and then I found some 3D printed plastic mounts that allow for it to be placed in between the crossbars, so it's a relatively low profile. I'd originally tried mounting it underneath the Max Tracks, hoping that that would give some security and stealth factor to it, but the Starlink system didn't penetrate the plastic of the Max Tracks. The wiring is actually combined with the antenna for the GMSR radio, and I've got this sheathing around it, and I've run it along the roof rack down into a vent outlet in the back of the truck. And for power, I was using a Goal Zero 1000X, just running off of the AC power cable, but that was just draining the battery of the power pack too quickly. And I looked at going to a USB-C, but the problem with the USB-C is it has to be 100 watt, and finding a battery pack with a 100 watt USB-C isn't all that difficult. There's a few other brands out there, but the power pack that I use, the Goal Zero, has a Anderson connection that I use to power my fridge. So I saw this Bluetti hands-free one option on Amazon, and this is normally sold as a backpack unit for photographers or people that are going hiking and want to have a big battery pack to carry around. It's not that heavy, it's maybe 10 or 15 pounds. But the advantage that I saw in it was the profile to it. You can see it actually fits into this cubby relatively easily, and I can actually close the bed or the seat back and it'll stay there. It's concealed, no issue, so it holds in place perfectly there. This is for the hands-free one. The hands-free 2 is an inch wider, an inch longer, and an inch taller. And you can see that with this unit, it is barely flush or barely below flush with the angle of the backing here. Maybe there's other options. There's probably some give here. It might fit. I just wanted to go with the one that I knew that would work, so I went with this 300 watt. It looks like it's 268.8 watt hours. Another cool factor about this is it does have Bluetooth controls, so I can actually manage it from my phone, or I can come in and manage it from the O-Car head unit in the vehicle. And right now I've got the USB-C plugged in, but that those ports are actually disabled. I can now turn it on for the DC output, and then you can see it's now drawing 29-30 watts. That's the Starlink starting to kick on. So after I give this a moment or two, I can then switch over to the Starlink controls. Starlink is unreachable. It's because right now this head unit's going off the Wi-Fi of my phone, but if I go to connect to Wi-Fi, and let's see here, where are my... What I'm waiting for right now is the Starlink hasn't been online for months, so it's probably doing its own update. There we go. I've now got the Wi-Fi to the Starlink up, and so I can switch over to it. Starlink antenna's unreachable. Antenna may be rebooting or disconnected if this issue persists. Try rebooting the Starlink hardware. So it's probably rebooting. You got to give this thing 20-30 minutes to go from there. There we go, calculating orientation, and it starts going. So the upside to this is the Starlink, aside from unplugging the power cord to it, there isn't any way of turning it off. And so by having the USB or the DC ports able to be disabled, I can just turn the power off to the Starlink and it's not having any draw. I can even turn the Bluetti off with the power control here. I haven't tried turning it back on. Maybe I'll figure that out. I don't know. But this is the setup. I have control of the Starlink, the Bluetti power source, all from the head unit in the car. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Thanks.